All right. Now I am going to show you how to get started on OpenClaw from start to finish, and then install and use a skill that manages everything Google. We're talking email, Drive, Docs, whatever. Calendar. I'm going to show you how to set it up. Now, this is my daily personal computer here, but I don't have OpenClaw directly installed on this computer. I got a couple OpenClaw profiles right here, and I have one, that little one in the back, and I'm getting a brand new mini PC today where I'm going to throw a whole bunch of other agents, and I have one in hosting here at the moment too. They're just all over the place. And now we're going to put one on my daily computer here. I'm going to do this as an example to show you guys how to do it from start to finish. It's better if you can put it on a separate device, but if all you have is your daily computer, you should definitely still try it though. So, I am on Linux. It's Linux Mint. You can see here. Got a nice little Linux Mint going on. But the setup is very similar to Mac OS. So if you're on a Mac, you should be able to follow very easily. If you're on Windows, I'm sorry. Get off Windows. I used to be a big Windows guy. I used to defend it for so long, but it's bad now, guys. Okay. So you're going to copy this. This is how we're going to get OpenClaw on our machine, right? Just hit the copy button right here. Make sure you're on the right system up here. The Windows is going to be PowerShell. Mac OS and Linux are this one. Then we're going to go to our terminal. I know terminals are scary, but I promise it's not that bad. Okay, we're gonna paste it like that. Look at that. We're installing OpenClaw. There we go. Finalizing setup. I already had a lot of this stuff installed because I have put OpenClaw on this computer before. But I'm putting my agent that I had on here because I only had one. I packaged them up and I'm going to put them on the new computer coming in today. Okay, I understand it's personal by default and shared multi-user use requires lockdown. Continue? Yes. I know it will delete all my personal information and send my friends nudes. It's okay. Okay. And you want to do local device. Sorry, I've done this so many times now. I'm just flying through it. I'm going to slow down. Slow down. We're going to do... I'm just going to do my OpenAI OAuth to get us going here. Okay? Then I can show you guys how to do it. As of today. I mean, Claude Sonnet and Opus are also fantastic. Those three are by far the best. Now, if you want fantastic value, you should try the new Minimax 2.7. It is great. It's not natively supported yet, but that should come out any day now. Minimax is the best value. I'll make a video on that sometime. Minimax is fantastic. Anyway, back to this. Let's get the OpenAI Codex OAuth going here. See? And it comes here, asks you to log in. Boom, that easy. You see that? That's how you connect OAuth, and you're good to go. And then it automatically sets you up at GPT 5.4. So you just press enter. And select channel. So this is where you're going to set up any channel you want. I like Telegram. Telegram's great. It's actually super easy. You go into Telegram, and then you just talk to BotFather. It walks you right through it. But for this, we're just going to talk to him. We're going to talk to our OpenClaw right in the terminal. There's so many channels now. That's crazy. Skip for now. If you want your OpenClaw to have search function, which I recommend, you probably should. I actually prefer a service called Tavily. It is a browser built and made for agents, and it's great. Perplexity search, configure skills. Yes, we do want to configure skills. We want ClawHub. You always want ClawHub. if you're going to be implementing skills from Claw Hub, which you should because there's like 20,000 skills on there. And then once you have the Claw Hub skill, you can just tell your OpenClaw, like, hey, I need this skill. Like, get it on Claw Hub and install it so we can use it. GOG, GOG. It's the Google Workspace CLI for Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Contact, Sheets, and Docs. So it's everything Google in a CLI, which is, I think it stands for Command Line Interface. Your OpenClaw can do everything in Google for you from the terminal, is basically what it is, which makes it extremely efficient in agent native language, which makes it extremely fast and low token usage. So we're doing GOG and we're doing Claw Hub. No, don't need that. npm, do npm, okay, and look at there, it's installing Claw Hub. Nope, we didn't do any of these. It still asks you every time if you want to do these API keys, even though you didn't install them. The hooks. Guys, you want to do all of these every time you install OpenClaw. I'm kind of amazed it's not on by default. All these people that are having memory issues, they're not doing this. That's the problem. That and context window thing, but this is half of it. Always check session memory here. Hit enter and just hatch into UI. Then you get the bootstrap message, which bootstrap means it's a file that all new OpenClaws have, and if they see that file, it tells them that they're new, right? And then you get this message. And then after you go through this, the bootstrap message is gone. Look, it gives you a name proposal starter pack. That's really cool. Okay. Now I'm going to use dictation. If you're not using dictation yet, you need to be using dictation. It's fantastic. So I just hit my hotkey and then a little thing comes up and I start talking my words into the computer. It's great. I like your proposal starter pack. You are Clove. It's a great name. You will call me Tyler. I will call you Clove. You are mostly an assistant. I am showing YouTube how to install an OpenClaw and have it manage everything Google email, or I guess it's Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Calendar, all that good stuff. So you and I get to show the world how to do that together right now. You should have a happy, positive vibe. You know, you want to help people. You want to showcase your work. By showcasing your work, I want you to show everything, all of your work, all the time. You are actually an educator first and an assistant second. Okay? Your emoji's great. Keep that emoji. I love it. You see how with the dictation, I can just talk to it, and then I get so much better descriptive, in-depth, and detailed prompts. That is half the battle here. A lot of people aren't doing this, and they end up doing really short, tiny prompts. And if your prompts are vague and they don't tell your OpenClaw what to do, or even in ChatGPT, you're not going to get good output. You need to be more detailed in your prompts and give the AI direction in which way to go. All right, so let's run with that, see what happens. I'm going to make this real in the workspace. Set my identity, know what you're working on, log today's context, and retire the bootstrap file now that I've got a name. See, that's the bootstrap message I was talking about. And then I was committing with Git. Cool, I added educator in there. And then it put all this in its memory. See there, the memory file? So now it'll always remember this. And bootstrap is gone, so it knows it's not new. No author identity configured to this machine yet. Well, yeah, you're brand new. Yeah, it's trying to do, this must be new. I've never seen this before. You don't need an email address. Also, I'm into the mission. Showing people how to wire OpenClaw into Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Calendar is exactly the kind of useful, visible work I like. Educator first is a good fit. Don't worry about auto-detecting an email address. That's not really useful. We don't need to do that. Now, what I need you to check is if you have the GOG skill and what we need to do to set that up. because I need you to connect to my Google account so you can start managing everything Google for me. See, and then you just talk to them like this. If you have a frontier model like GPT 5.4, Claude Sonnet, or Claude Opus, you can just talk to it like this and it will be able to navigate things for you. So now it's trying to find the skill that we installed for it. See, it found it. Give me a long message here. The actual GOG CL binary is not installed yet. So right now I have the instructions for using it, but not the tool itself. So we need to do a Google OAuth. It's giving us steps on how to do that. Skill explicitly notes doc supports export cat copy and place Google Docs editing is not in GOG. So you can't edit documents directly in GOG, but you can manage them. So for everything Google, GOG gets us a lot, but not literally every docs editing action. I think that's fair. Now it's telling us to run this command, but we don't want to run commands. We want Clove here to run commands. We'll need a Google Cloud project with relevant IPAs enabled. Then create an OAuth client and download credentials JSON. At minimum, that likely means enabling some of all Gmail, Google Calendar, Drive, Sheets, Docs, People API. I don't know if I'm going to do that one, but you guys can do that if you want. Okay. See, it's telling us everything that we need to do, and then it says, if you want, I can take the lead and do this as a narrated setup. First, I check whether Homebrew is available, then I install GOG, then I guide you through Google Cloud OAuth setup step by step. See, guys? You don't even need me. Yeah. I don't know what to do, Clove. I need you to walk me through it. Very detailed, step by step. So do what you suggested. Check if Homebrew is available, install GOG, and then guide me through the Google Cloud OAuth setup. Now, sometimes with the speech-to-text stuff, look, Google Cloud OWASP setup, how does it get OWASP? If you're on Mac, you want to use WhisperFlow. It is by far the best dictation tool. It's just not available on Linux, so I use something called VibeTyper, which is good, and it's much cheaper than WhisperFlow. It's just not perfect, but it is really good. I'll start with the local machine checks, know what's possible. Then you can give us a walkthrough. Homebrew is not installed. CLI is not installed. Toolchain not installed. Git is installed. I do have Git on my computer. Option A, install Homebrew, then install GOG with Brew. Cleaner YouTube walkthrough, matches the skills doc, easier future reference. Install Go, clone GOG CLI. Build it from, that doesn't sound like a good idea. So it's walking us through exactly what it wants to do again. A bunch of technical stuff. Very detailed instructions, but it's not doing anything yet. And it's pointing out my typo here. Yeah, we're ready, Clove. Get to work. Let's do this thing. All right, now it's working. Look at that. I'm starting with Homebrew installation, then I'll wire its environment into the shell. Now let's see it work here. All right, so it did all this. Oh, it didn't need sudo. Okay. So it actually got around Homebrew because it needed my password. See, when you have these frontier models, it'll find different paths like that. It's like, I don't have the password, but there's this other way to doing it. I'm going to do it that way. Okay, next, Google Cloud OAuth setup. What we're doing. We need to create a Google Cloud project and a desktop app OAuth client so GOG can ask your Google account for permission. Let's open this. So we're in Google Cloud. Okay, create a project. Okay, now I've navigated to the account that I want to use for this. And a quick tip, these links here, yeah, you have to control and then click them, okay? Or you can right click and do that. That works too. But I always control click. Okay, now I need to create a project like it said. New project, there we go. OpenClaw tutorial. I guess we'll do no organization. That's fine. It's creating the project. All right. Yeah, it said leave org location alone unless you need to do something specific. Oh, I got a notification that Something's happening on my Google account. It's a good sign. And then when you click create, I did that. Make sure the project is selected. Okay, so this is like all of step 2 here. Nice. So create the project, and we're going to click select project here. All right, now we're in Google Cloud. We want these 6 first. Gmail API, Google Calendar API. That's a lot of APIs. All these links one by one, making sure your new project is selected each time. Okay. So we're going to need to take some notes here. Open the text editor. So what all did we need? Gmail. So it'll be Gmail. Calendar. Drive. Docs. Sheets. We're not going to do people. We're just going to do these. If you want to do people, it's going to be just like the rest of them. So start clicking on these links and fetching these API keys. Or did it say enable? Enable the APIs. Maybe we don't need keys. We'll find out. Let's see here. Enable APIs. This one's enabled. Look at that. It's already enabled. Look at that. Okay, next one. Oh, that one was not enabled. Let's enable it. Close all these before we get way too many tabs open. That one needs to be enabled as well. Okay, sheet. Enable that one. And people. We'll take a look at people. You know what? We are going to do people. This account doesn't have anyone in it, so it's fine. I can do people. Okay, we enable all those. Perfect. What's next? Clove, my new OpenClaw agent. Step 4, set up OAuth consent screen. So open console.cloud.google. Let's open this. What are we doing here? Google changes this UI occasionally, but the flow is basically the same. See a setup wizard, fill it out like this. App name Clove GOG Access or OpenClaw demo. I like Clove GOG Access. We'll do that. Okay, so we just basically walk through the setup wizard. Here it is. Look, app name Clove GOG Access. Turns out every time I clicked on a link, it changed my Google account. And I just did all that on the wrong account after setting up the right account. But I did it again on the right account off screen for you. So then I clicked on this link, and before I started navigating accounts around again, it just opened it up already for you. And it took me to this. So the auth platform was not configured yet on this account. It was on the other account. That's why it was different. So you're probably going to end up on a screen like this. Let's click on Get Started. Here's the app name I was talking about. Clove GOG Access. Support email. There we go. This is the email you guys can email. This is my business email. Just do internal. Now, if you don't have an organization email, you might have to do external here. And the steps might be a little different. If you have problems with that, ask Clove or your own OpenClaw, and they'll walk you right through it, just like they're doing here. Do Tyler. Next. Continue. Create. Here, you're going to want to do desktop app. I just happen to know that. But let's double check with Clove anyway. Actually did not tell you to do desktop app, but here's when you would just ask your OpenClaw, hey, do I do desktop app? Do I do web app? What are we doing here? I just happen to know that it is desktop app. So app identity screen says no one will require personal demo start. You don't need anything fancy. Tell me after this stuff. Send me consent screen done. That's kind of weird. It's telling us to say a bunch of stuff, but like we're still going through all the steps. We're not gonna. Let's do desktop app. Clove GOG Access. Create. Okay. Now, what does Clove want from this? It says add yourself as a test user here, but our app doesn't seem to be in testing mode. So it looks like it skipped this part. But if you do end up in testing mode, it'll probably tell you how to do that. So we did create the client, application name, create, and then download JSON is what it wants to do. So let's download this. Oh, maybe the client ID will work. You know, even Google, even when you're dealing with Google, the biggest internet company out there, this stuff just breaks constantly. Like, what is up with this? To also tell you the file name exactly. Oh, for the JSON file. All right, we're going to have to figure out how to get this JSON file, guys. Client ID, client secret, creation date, status. Oh, I think it's just, yeah, right here. I'm blind. Look at that. There we go. And then there it is. So then you're going to open it. And it's all here after you open it. So you just going to hit all, copy. Yes, close without saving. I didn't do anything. We got it copied. And this is what Clove needs. Once you download the JSON, I'll give you the exact next command. Tell me where you are. If you get stuck in the exact screen, paste what you see and I'll steer live. So literally, if you get stuck on any of these, first let me copy paste this here. I want the secret. Like, where were we? We were like in create a client screen, right? And then you don't know what, because it didn't tell us which one to do. So you just hit Control A and then copy it, right? Then you come over here and you just paste it in here and be like, hey, this is where I'm at. I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do. And it'll tell you what to do. It'll walk you right through it. All right. Okay, this is the secret from the JSON file that you walked me through. Do you need anything else? Is this all you needed? Tell me what else you need from me to get this to work. Again, but you always want to give it as much information as you can. That's how you're going to get better results. The biggest thing I see people do with this stuff is they just like enter. Just really quick, tiny sentences, and then they get upset like, well, AI sucks. It doesn't work. It's like, well, you have to work in order for AI to work. This GPT 5.4, this is just a $20 a month plan. It's nothing special. You can run OpenClaw on that fantastically, by the way. Extremely good. All right, yep, that's the right kind of file, but don't paste secrets like that into chat again. It's fine. I do not need you to paste a secret. What I need is a JSON file on disk, ideally in downloads. Well, that's where it's at. So it did tell us that earlier. I just messed up and put it directly in here. So I could have literally just said, hey, I downloaded the file. Can you find it and use it? And it would have found it and used it for us. I didn't even need to do that. Here's a client, see your chat history. I recommend we finish setup now, then rotate reach. Yes, I was already going to do that anyway. What I need from you. So it's all scared that everyone's going to steal my secret, right? And access my stuff, which technically they could at the moment, but not when this video publishes. Yes, the file exists locally. Feel free to pull it from there, but also I will be rotating these secrets when we're done here, so don't worry about that. So it's loading into GOG now. Real account authorization. What I need from you now, need your exact Google email address you want connected. I wish I had tyler@gmail.com. That'd be cool. So because it literally asks for a single reply, you don't have to do long context reply here. I just give it my email, tyler@animusai.co. That's all it needs. Got it. I'm starting the Google auth. All right. And then it took me to this authorization screen, right? So then click on the email. Click continue. Boom. You see all this? This is what we did earlier. There's Drive, there's People, there's Docs, there's Sheets, Calendar, Email. It's got all of it in here. So this is giving our OpenClaw, in this case Clove, access to all of this. Turn to your terminal. Okay. Let's see what Clove's up to. It already opened that for us. No, it all went well. Internal process is still waiting for OAuth callback. Once you finish approval, tell me approved. Another time where it just wants a one-word thing to tell us to tell it to continue. Approved. Oh, approved. Past tense. Cool. There we go. It's running some tests, making sure everything's working right. Man, we're 40 minutes in. Okay, let's see. Approved. I'm verifying that Google Auth succeeded. All right. It's able to read email, calendar, Drive. Yeah, I don't have anything on this account. It's a pretty new account. Best next demo moves. I don't think I have any unread mail. Let's just ask it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, how about this? I want you to send an email about a birthday party. Let's say it's Stacy's birthday and Stacy is inviting me. So send it to my other email, just send it to myself, Tyler@animusai.co. Just send the email to myself. And then I want you to schedule Stacy's birthday party in the calendar. And Stacy's birthday party is going to be on April 10th at 2 p.m. That's when Stacy's birthday party is. And then I want you to write. No, we can't write in Google Docs, can we? I'm going to create an invitation to Stacy's birthday party in Google Docs. And that's what I want you to send in the email. After you send the invitation to Stacy's birthday party to an email to myself and make the event in calendar, I need you to make a copy of that invitation and organize it in its own folder. Call it birthday invitations folder. And when you do long messages in Terminal, it's going to do stuff like this, where it says paste number one was like a bunch of characters, right? But it's all there. So what we need to do now is go to Drive. Let me bring this over here. Make sure there's nothing crazy first. Okay. So here's Google Docs. Stacy's birthday party invitation. You are invited to Stacy's birthday party. It's going to be the best birthday party in the world. Please come because it's going to be awesome and Stacy wants you there. All right, there's the invitation. And it should be here now. Right. There it is. Okay. Now let's give this to Clove and see what it does with it. See, there's the message. There's everything I said. You guys think it's going to do it all correctly? There are two details I need before we actually fire the commands. How long is Stacy's birthday party? To either Google Docs link or invitation as attached PDF. Can we do that? That's a good idea. We should do that. Okay, so the end time will be 6 p.m. It's going to be a 4-hour party. I already made the document. Try to attach it as a PDF. That sounds good, if you can do that. So send the document as an attached PDF in the email. But don't forget to make the calendar event too. That's important. Oh, and can you add Stacy as a contact in Peoples? Just put Stacy as a contact and put her email as Tyler@animusai.co. Because we need Stacy as a contact, right? How are we going to show up to her birthday party if we don't have her contact information? Well, you got my email wrong here. I think it'll figure it out, though. Ah, no, it didn't. It's like, that doesn't look valid. Your email's bad. But it's doing the other stuff. All right, while this goes, guys, I really got to use the bathroom. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And I got a notification that there's an email. So hopefully everything worked out. Sent the email, short message, Google Doc link, the invitation attached as a PDF. Created a calendar event, exported the Google Doc as a PDF, created the folder, made a copy of the invitation, organized it. It gave us a bunch of links, but let's just explore it on our own. maybe in here. Oh, I made 2 folders, but there it is. One of them's empty, but it did what I asked it to. It just did extra. Let's check calendar. Let's see if Stacy's birthday party is here. April. Was it April 10th, I said? Stacy's birthday party. There it is. Before I open email, let me make sure there's nothing crazy in there. Internet is a wild place. Boom. There it is. Stacy's birthday party. So the only thing this is really missing is that it can't write documents for you, which is unfortunate, but that'll probably come in time. Was that everything? Oh yeah, couldn't create the contact, but that's okay. It's not a real contact anyway. Oh, it's actually created 2 folders, the same name. So yeah, you'll see this a lot when working with OpenClaw and agents in general, is that they don't want to delete stuff and they want to ask first. So they actually made a folder and didn't delete it because they want to ask first. I did not create Stacy as a contact yet because the email you gave me is not a valid email address. Let's just do this. Stacy. Use the following email for Stacy's email. Stacy@birthdayparty.com. All right. And then it's suggesting more stuff to do. Look at that. Show exact commands, test sheets next, test editing a Google Doc directly. How about this? Well, let's make sure that Stacy is a contact first. Yeah. There's Stacy. Stacy@birthdayparty.com. That was beautiful, Clove. Well done. Now, to give something to the people, I want you to write a full breakdown of everything we did today and how to do it. And then I will put it as a Google Docs and let them access it at the bottom of the video in the description. So go ahead and put that together for us. So I will put what Clove is making here as a document for everybody here so that you can indirectly interact with Clove yourself, since Clove is now a part of my computer and Clove has been a part of this video, kind of important to all of us, isn't it? Clove made a document for me right here. So I'm just going to copy paste this for you guys and put it in the description. So hopefully if you have any issues while doing this yourself, you can use Clove's document. But that'll end it for the video. I got it all in under an hour. And yeah, let me know if you like these raw, on the fly, do it quickly videos. I will probably make another short one as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to break down the steps at like a high level kind of architecture view of everything in a shorter video, and then making a literal YouTube short based off of that video as well. So it's good. We got like this tier list of videos going. But this is the best one. It's got all the good information in it. So just watch this one if you're smart.